Hi parents, this is a crazy time for all of us. And after trying out this online school supported form of forced homeschooling for the last couple weeks, I'm sure you have some questions, some frustrations, and some concerns. Although all through this last spring break, I've been asking myself what I could do to help your child's English class be easier to navigate from a parent's perspective. So I thought what I would do is send you an entirely new syllabus for my class via video form and just discuss a few things because my class looks nothing like, well, very little like what it looked like when I saw you in the fall. I just quickly want to outline some of the expectations, the allowances, and especially a way to give you some feedback and receive feedback from you as we embark on this adventure of co-teaching your child in English for 7th grade. First of all, what are my expectations now that we're online? Number one is Canvas. Please have your child log into Canvas every day to see what the learning activity posted for that day is like. Every Monday, I will post a schedule in the announcements so that you can see what each week will look like, what each daily activity looks like on each day. And I'm hoping that this learning activity will take no more than 30 minutes for your child to complete. If it's taking more than 30 minutes, please let me know because that's my goal, is that it won't be any more than 30 minutes. Please note that if your child's just clicking on the to-do list on the right-hand side, that is not the best way to complete the assignment. They will not have the materials or the instructional material that they need to complete that assignment, and it might be very frustrating for them. They need to click on the module, and that will give them all the information that they need to complete the assignment. The other thing, number two, announcements. Check your child's Canvas often because I will sometimes post announcements there. I found that this is the best way to communicate because sometimes emails are getting routed through spam and aren't arriving in your inbox or in your student's inbox. So also, if you have any questions for me, there is an inbox in Canvas off to the left-hand side that acts very much like an email, and it's a great way to contact me for any information or questions that you might have. Speaking of questions, number three, every day at noon, I will post a Google Meet where your child can log in to a Google Meet, or you can, and it's just a Q&A. It's an open office time for you to ask me any questions, get any clarification on anything. If your child wants to request to redo something, that's a great time for them to hop on there and ask me any questions. And it'll go from noon until 1 o'clock. If this time is not convenient for you, you can email me at kelly.allen@ccsdut.org or send me a message through that inbox in Canvas. I promise to respond as quickly as humanly possible. Number four, video instruction. The other thing that I'm going to start doing is posting a video explaining to your child what the assignment is, what the purpose of that learning activity is, when it's due, how it will be graded, and any other items that will be helpful during this time when I can't be in front of the classroom teaching like I really wish I could be. I guess this is the next best thing. Number five, grading. Yes, we are still grading your student just as we would be if school was in session. Please keep in mind that some of the submissions are on external websites other than Canvas, and so I collect that data and then put them into PowerSchool. So when you're looking at grades on Canvas, it's not the most accurate picture of how your child is doing. PowerSchool is still the best way to know if your child, how your child did on an assignment and what they might be missing. So please continue to check PowerSchool for the most up-to-date information. Now, that brings me to midterm. This week is officially the midterm for the 3rd trimester. Right now, I currently have 25 out of my 130 students who have been logging on every day, completing the assignments, and actually have A's in my class. I also have 24 students that have never logged in, never completed any of the 9 assignments that have been posted so far once our school moved to this online mode. So I'm really worried about them, spending a lot of time trying to contact them, but that leaves 81 students that I'm also very concerned about. The submissions have been late. They've been very below standard of what we have worked 8 months on trying to accomplish. Mostly in their written responses have been very below standard. And you'll probably see that and they're probably wondering why. Maybe they don't know that I'm the one that's grading them. Maybe they think that this outside website is grading them and that they can get by with text message type responses. No, I'm grading them. They still need to do a race paragraph. Um, I'm worried about 81 kids that when I look at their submissions, I think, oh, they can do so much better than this. I know that because I've been teaching them for 8 months. Um, so this week, there's hope. I'm going to not post any new assignments this week. This is going to be a makeup week. I'm going to open up all the 9 assignments again, make sure they're all unlocked. Your student can finish up, redo, retake. Now, in that case, if they want to redo or retake an assignment, they need to contact me because in some of these instances, I have to individually allow for that retake. But especially if you're thinking, oh, I have not written a race paragraph for Mrs. Allen, and I would like the chance to do that. That's probably the #1 thing that I'm seeing most often. Anyway, I will accept anything up till this Friday with no late penalties or anything. And that will keep both of us busy. Me grading and updating those grades, that will keep me very busy this week. However, after Friday, April 10th, late penalties will go back just like they were when school was in session. But once again, this week, I'm going to allow open redos and makeup and late work. It's a chance for your child to get back on top of things. The other thing that is due this week is a book report. This will make a huge difference in your child's grade. They are the book points that I told them about even before we started into this online teaching. They know that 350 reading points are due on Friday. We've talked about it since the beginning of the trimester. That means that your child needs to submit at least 1 book talk by Friday. For some students that have a higher reading level, they might need to submit a couple of book talks. I would hope that my higher level readers would have read a couple of books by now in this trimester. If you have a low level reader, it might be that half a book will get them these points. There is a book talk assignment on Canvas that they can click on to submit these book talks. Please help them remember that I'm looking for a complete race paragraph, not just one or 2 sentences when they answer the prompt. They also will be able to use The Outsiders if they finish the book The Outsiders, and we will finish that by the end of the trimester. So 350 are due right now. 700 are due at the end of the trimester. That sounds like a lot of points, but what it is it's just 2 to 3 books over the trimester, and hopefully your child will have done that. This is something we've been doing all year long. If you need ideas of books for your kids, I know your kids now, and if you need some ideas, please call and ask me because it's what I do. It's actually what I love to do, is to match your kids with books that they would like. So that's it. Hopefully this will answer a lot of your questions and will give you some ideas that will help English go a little more smoothly. Most of all, I want your student to be happy and to feel loved during this time. Please never let an assignment to be completed be more important than a child to be loved. This is a hard time for everyone, and I hope that I'm approachable and reasonable, but I still want to hold high standards that will enable your child to walk into 8th grade next year feeling confident and having the skills that they need to succeed. Thank you so much for taking on this huge parenting responsibility. I feel for you and I want to be here for you. So please contact me and I would be happy to help you in any way that I can. Take care and stay healthy.